Good morning, everybody. This is Data Pioneer Southeast coming to you from the Windows 10 Tech News and Reviews website. And I've got another breaking news story for you today. This one coming from MIT Technology Review website. You're looking at the website now. I'll put a link to this website, by the way, out on YouTube down below the video so that you can take a look at it. Let's get into it. Facebook is being asked to give access to encrypted messages. It's a bad idea. I totally agree with that. The news. U.S. Attorney General William Barr, along with counterparts in the UK and Australia today, published an open letter to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg asking him to delay plans to deploy end to end encryption across Facebook's messaging platforms. And you can read the full letter here. Here's a link to it. And like I said, I'll put the link to the video, to the website, rather, and to this video down below so you can go up on the website and look at it yourself. Why the politicians say they are worried that the added privacy will make it harder for law enforcement agencies to find illegal activity conducted on Facebook, like terrorism or child sexual exploitation. They want to ensure that these agencies can decrypt messages during their investigations. This has been coming. Barr raised the issue in a speech in July. Facebook's response to that, in a statement, company officials wrote, quote unquote, "We believe people have the right to have a private conversation online wherever they are in the world." They added, quote, "We strongly oppose government attempts to build backdoors because they would undermine privacy and security of people everywhere," unquote. Facebook is correct. If you start weakening encryption by creating backdoors, it degrades security for everyone, whether they have good motives or bad. A backdoor is a backdoor, and once created, there's a risk it will be used by the very same criminals politicians are trying to stop. Indeed, we have already seen this happen when Microsoft worked with the NSA to build backdoors into its products. That decision led to crippling, costly ransomware attacks like WannaCry. Not only that, but in many places in the world, protesters and activists used encrypted messaging to organize against repressive regimes. Building backdoors that the government can access would render the services useless. Despite that, the U.S. Justice Department has been pushing against encryption for over a decade, saying it allows criminals to quote unquote go dark. It's an argument that has been going on now for some time, and it is unlikely to end here. And why is all this now? Facebook already provides end-to-end encryption by default in WhatsApp, but it has promised to expand this to other platforms like Facebook Messenger and messaging on Instagram. It says this is part of a shift to become a quote unquote privacy focused communications platform. However, it also looks rather like an effort to integrate its disparate units more tightly, thus making it harder for regulators to break the company up. Leaked recordings show how deeply concerned Zuckerberg is about this prospect. Okay, guys, I'll let you go ahead and read the article for yourself and look at the letter from the link that's in the article. It does pertain to Windows, Microsoft Windows 10, because Microsoft in the past has allowed the government to build into its products backdoors. I've been aware of that for a long time, and I'm sure you have as well. I know that I'm speaking to the choir here, preaching to the choir when I talk about this. However, I'm a big proponent of privacy. I believe in that my privacy is something that I should hold dear, to myself, and I make sure that I, in every way possible, have high crypto built into things that I use. I'll give you an example. I've got a Proton Mail account. Proton Mail, if you don't know about that, is an email service that's end-to-end encrypted, and it is actually stationed in Switzerland, headquartered in Switzerland. And the reason for it is because it's in a country that does not honor subpoenas from the U.S. government and from other countries that when requests come down, to get into an email account of, say, a U.S. citizen or another citizen of the world. Switzerland guards that privacy and security on the part of its users, and that's why I have a Proton Mail account. It's not that I have anything to hide. I just don't like the NSA eavesdropping on my email communications, and we know they're doing it. I'll give you an example of why I think that's important. Like I said, I don't have anything to hide. However, when I put a mail, a letter that I send to somebody, to my brother or to a family member or to anybody, in my mailbox or into the post office here in the United States, I take that letter, and I don't take that letter and put it in the mailbox without putting it first in an envelope. That envelope protects the contents of that letter so that people can't just walk up to my mailbox and open it and read it, okay? Same goes for digital encryption. I see digital encryption as that envelope around that email. And so when I send an email to somebody and it's digitally encrypted from my Proton Mail account, that digital encryption is the envelope that I'm putting my email in. And I see that as the same exact thing. I don't want the triple fence, the NSA, the CIA, or the FBI eavesdropping on my communications. And I have to applaud Mark Zuckerberg here for wanting to do what he's doing. Maybe he has, personal reason for doing this other than protecting the privacy of its users. I really don't think so. He does have concerns for the government wanting to potentially break up his company, and maybe encryption is a way to prevent that, or at least a way to thwart it. But for him to not allow or not wanting to allow government entities to put backdoors in his product, I applaud that 150%. And so enough said about that. You know my position on it. You may have your own, and I respect that. But I wanted to bring you this news-breaking story from MIT Technology Review regarding Facebook. If you like my Facebook channel on Windows 10, please subscribe to it. Go ahead and hit that bell to the right so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Also, if you like this article itself, go ahead and hit that thumbs up on the article. That promotes my website too as well. And so anyway, this has been Data Pioneer Southeast from the Windows 10 Tech News and Reviews website, wanting to bring you a news-breaking story here today from MIT Technology Review. And have a good day.